experiencing in the global business community a period of what we might call unmanaged strategic competition, but definitely strategic competition going on between the US and China. What we would hope for a successful Bijarden is they might actually agree upon a process, acknowledging there will always be competition, but putting some management around it. What are the red lines going to be? Let's hope some of those red lines are pretty clear. First of all, they stop the risk of lethal interactions, because that's not in anyone's interest. But more important, as importantly, that they start to identify some global public goods they can work on, which really they need to cooperate. I've just come from Sharm el-Sheikh. I mean, for heaven's sake, if the Chinese are not prepared to cooperate with the global world, or if the US is also not prepared to create the space for that to happen, in terms of climate change, we won't get there. I saw some good announcements by John Kerry, and I've seen some positive indications by the Chinese that they may be willing to see this as a global commons issue that they're going to work on. But also, one of the discussions here will be around the pandemic. Yeah. I mean, how do we ensure that a global pandemic doesn't happen again? These are important issues for us. So, red line around lethal, but also ensuring that we get at least a group of issues which are global public commons issues that they can work on together. A half-hour meeting, let's hope it's an hour meeting and they agree on a process. Yeah. Let's face it, I mean, in a way, they're both coming relatively buoyed by their domestic political situations. Xi's had clearly a very successful 20th Party Congress, and frankly, President Biden has shown to all the global world a level of resilience, and he must be buoyed by the outcomes of the midterms. The issue, though, I mean, all of us are looking at 23 as a pretty tough year. Even if it doesn't hit a recession in some economies, it's certainly going to feel like it, and 24 doesn't feel much better. So if you're thinking about Xi and Biden, one of the outcomes here is that maybe we can draw a line so that we can get some stability into the global economy. That, in the end, is the purpose of the G20. It's all about economic growth. So that's what we're arguing for. But I think that it'd be interesting maybe to unpick a little bit what the longer-term prospects look like for both economies. Indeed. And also what that might mean. Indeed.